Wonder Woman. Finally got to see this movie. I didn't get to see it with the critics, or because I'm not really a critic. I'm just a guy who has a camera and does YouTube videos. Um, I got to see it earlier than most of the general public. Actually, I saw it early today. And I have to say, we finally got a good DCEU movie. And by the way, this is going to be spoiler free. No spoilers in this one. This movie's good, and I'm so happy to say that. I'm so relieved that I haven't been a big fan of the DCEU, and they finally corrected themselves. They're starting to correct the train. Gal Gadot, or Gal Gadot, I'm not sure how it's pronounced. People pronounce it differently. I'm saying Gadot. She did an amazing job as Wonder Woman. She did a really good job. I'm surprised by how well she portrayed Wonder Woman and Diana Prince. I can't speak today, sorry. The action slash battle scenes in this movie, whether it has to do with Wonder Woman or the whole World War One aspect of it, the battle scenes are thrilling and so exciting. These are some of the best action scenes I have seen in a movie in general, actually. There are some times where, you saw it in the trailer, they use slow motion shots, a lot of slow motion shots. And in the movie, you're like, whoa, that's cool. That's cool, that looks badass. But then, you start seeing that they use a little bit too much of slow motion. They overplay it. Slow motion is good, but when you use it, sparingly. But when you use it too much, it just clouds everything. And the slow motion was a little bit too much at times. And at times, you could tell, some of the action scenes, you can't really tell when it switches from Gal Gadot to her stunt double to a CGI Wonder Woman. But you could definitely tell when it goes from Gal Gadot to a CGI Wonder Woman. It's really obvious. And some of the action scenes when they got really intense, and you could tell that like Wonder Woman was CGI, it felt like a video game. But that's not a big gripe. Chris Pine actually did a good job. I like him in the new Star Trek movies, but he's not some level A actor, But in this movie, he did pretty good. Him and Gal Gadot played off each other really well. And I'm surprised by how much I enjoyed his character. And I enjoyed that the movie didn't just... It portrayed him as a strong character as well. It wasn't just Wonder Woman strong, Wonder Woman saves him all the time. It was balanced out, and that's good. That's the type of movie we needed with this movie. The fish out of the water story, Wonder Woman being in the New World, and Chris Pine being in... Well, not Chris Pine, you know his name. Him being in with the Amazons is such an excellent plot point. It leads to so many jokes, so many funny little things of seeing this person out of their natural habitat. It's amazing. I'm surprised by how much I really enjoyed this movie. I hope it was going to be good. Patty Jenkins did an amazing job at directing this movie. She understands the character of Wonder Woman and the mythology about it. And the thing that I also really enjoyed about the movie is that it never took itself too seriously. It never tried to be all serious about its past or some of the cheesy things in the Wonder Woman mythos. So there are some things that are really, really out there. And this movie didn't try to hide that. It played on it. It made it like a joke. And it made fun of itself. It knew what it was. And that's what made this movie so fun. This movie is colorful. This movie is fun. This movie is bright. It's lighthearted at times. And it has this inspiration of hope because of Wonder Woman. And that's something that the DCEU really needed with Wonder Woman. This movie is great. It's probably... I'm not sure yet if it beats out Man of Steel for me as the best DCEU movie. Man of Steel's up here. Wonder Woman is pretty close. And Suicide Squad's all the way down here. But I'm not sure. I need to watch it probably one more time to get a fair judgment of it. If it's better than Man of Steel. The origin story was interesting. Probably one of the best origin stories told of a superhero on screen. And Wonder Woman being so early in the timeline of the DCEU really helped it. That was my biggest problem with the DC movies. They focus too much on expanding the universe instead of making a good movie, first and foremost. And this is what Wonder Woman did well. It focused on the character focused on her, Diana Prince / Wonder Woman. It didn't focus on Batman or Superman or these other characters. It focused mainly on her. It was her movie, and it was a good movie before it started expanding the universe. And not having any of the other main DC heroes there really helped the movie focus on just her, and that's a good job at doing that. One thing I will say is the villains in this movie, there's, I think, 3. Excuse me, they're pretty pretty expendable. They're just there. They're evil because they're evil. They get taken out. That's it. They're pretty much like the MCU villains, which is okay because everything else to me outweighed the whole villain thing. Just seeing Wonder Woman and seeing her from the start to the beginning of the movie, the way she changed, the way she adapted to this new world. Yeah, guys, I really enjoyed Wonder Woman, and my entire theater really enjoyed this movie. This movie's I hope it crushes. It's definitely not one of the best comic book movies of all time. I won't put it up there with The Dark Knight, or The Avengers, or Civil War, or Logan. But it's definitely one of the best DC movies, and it's probably the best DCEU movie. I really enjoy this movie, and I'm gonna give Wonder Woman 2017 9 out of 10 Sith Lords. I really enjoyed this movie, guys, and I can't wait for all of you guys to see it. And this movie did justice to the character of Wonder Woman. The fans are going to love this, especially the people who have been waiting for years to see this character done correctly on screen, or even see her on screen. So yeah, guys, most of you guys probably haven't seen it yet, but if you have, what do you guys think of Wonder Woman? Comment below and let me know. As also, if you guys enjoyed, make sure you guys check out my other stuff. I'll link it in the description below. Check me out on Instagram and Twitter at SithLord310. And as always, guys, thank you guys for watching, and may the Force be with you.